How are you? It's good to see you.
Hello, sir. Good morning from Costa Rica. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, absolutely wonderful to talk to you.
Oh, thank you very much. It's good to see you in good health.
I know I had a little health scare, but fortunately, because of my wife and a fantastic group of doctors at my hospital, I'm 100%.
That's great. Sometimes they say the doctors are like the worst patients. How are you as a patient?
I think you know what. I once I'm in the hospital, I'm a great patient. I I go with a lot of humor, but my
Hmm.
wife had a lot of trouble getting me to go to the hospital. So you might say I was a bad patient. My wife saved my life. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. So first, congratulations on the show. It's been an awesome run for the whole length of it. Why do you think botched plastic surgery and the recovery people make from it makes up for great television?
Botched, in a weird way, is the perfect reality television show. What you want out of a reality television show is very interesting stories
Yeah.
that have a lot of stakes. There's risks, there's an authenticity to it.
Hmm.
Whereas with other reality shows, you don't really know whether that's their real
Yeah.
personality and whether they're exaggerating to have a storyline. No one questions that these people are in a hopeless situation, are very affected emotionally by their complications, that have very, very difficult high risk problems, and that it's authentic.
So what do you think people overlooks about the show?
People don't realize that sometimes we do more than one operation to get the
Oh, wow.
patient to where they are, but we only have so much time to show that. Number two, we always say this is a high risk procedure and the chances of a complication are extraordinarily high. We always say it, but in this particular season, because we picked from the group of patients we passed on before, the
Uh-huh.
risks were through the roof. So what you're
Wow.
going to see is many more complications than we've had in the past.
Hmm.
You're going to see that we had to fix some of our own problems. And you're going to see that it took us a few more operations than we've had to do in the past to get a positive outcome.
Wow. I'm sure you get asked this a lot, but what has been like the worst case scenario you've encountered?
So couple of the most difficult cases we've ever done is this woman in an earlier season who had concrete injected, illegal filler injected into her face. And everybody said it's not worth the risk.
Hmm.
The tissue will die. But I waited a year and I figured out a way using orthopedic tools to thaw out the concrete. And
Wow.
then this season, we have a case where a woman has a very large tumor on her cheek that has been rapidly growing below her jaw. She was in another country. She went to the university and a team of plastic surgeons opened her up and it bled too much, so they just closed. We took that case on, and wait till you see how difficult that outcome was.
You know, it's often said that life is the best university. Through the years, what have you learned about all these cases, both professionally and at a humane level?
What people don't realize is, we call it the practice of medicine. Plastic surgeons don't get to do complicated plastic surgery very often. So even the best plastic surgeons aren't necessarily very good at fixing difficult complications. We got really good at doing extremely complicated cases to where sometimes unfixable things now are routine. And then the other thing is, when you have a physical deformity as a result of plastic surgery, it is so much more than just being depressed and self-conscious. You almost tend to blame yourself. So there's a component of self-loathing that goes along with patients who've had plastic surgery and very bad complications. The other thing we've learned is not everybody is a candidate for plastic surgery. And you need to get very good at talking to the patient and figuring out whether or not, even if it's something simple, that they should consider having plastic surgery, because not everyone should have plastic surgery, because people do it for the wrong reasons. People have unrealistic expectations. They push it too far, or they think it's something as simple as having your hair and nails done. And it's not. It's complicated and it has a lot of risks.
Wow. Well, I think my time is up, but thank you very much for yours. I had a great time talking to you.
Thank you. I appreciate talking to you as well. Have a great day.